startling psychological facts about women. Once you comprehend them, you won't ever view ladies in the same manner once more. Intriguing, erratic, and abundant discrepancies, saying at one point that they desire a kind man, the next time they're pursuing the individual who handles them as an after all, it never seemed to matter. Every action you do is one step at a time. Behind attempting to figure out what they actually meaning that you're not insane and that you're definitely not alone, the reality is that most men experience life wholly unaware of how women truly consider, yet this is what sets them apart. Few people benefit from the many who difficulty to comprehend, because neither does psychology lie. In actuality, women follow their intuition, influenced by emotions, society, and evolution. They frequently lack the ability to explain, and if you're unfamiliar with this game, you are the game when you play it. But knowledge is authority, and the ancient Stoics recognized this was superior to everyone they saw, realistic illusions that centered on learned to master themselves instead of being under the influence of others. So today, I'm drawing the curtain back and exposing 29 startling psychological information on women that most men will never comprehend. Pay attention to the finish, since, upon doing so, you will encounter women and the world through a completely different lens. Before we get started, pause to, if you're prepared to change, subscribe. How you manage relationships by utilizing the every video is a step toward the power of Stoicism, toward conquering your thoughts and constructing more robust and significant connections. Let's begin with a kissing. Someone unexpectedly isn't just romantic, it numbs and is a natural pain reliever. Women's psychological facts. Physical discomfort reduces tension and even has the ability to change feelings. And here's 95% of ladies will blow your mind. Become aroused when men suck their primal subconscious and fingers ingrained in the mind of women. The most men are unaware of this, so let's take. Have you ever observed how cheats go deeper? Believe that everyone is dishonest and that liars. There are lies everywhere in the world. It's psychological, not a coincidence at all. People use projection to show who they are by claiming that others have done precisely what they take care of themselves, and this is where. When things get fascinating, guys are inherently attracted to confident-looking ladies, not only those that are pleased with themselves, but females who project unwavering confidence that it's the same. Why weak guys are fixated on approval. Although powerful men are respected without uttering a confidence, is more than just a pretty word. Get ready for this. It's power. Approximately 7% of women have experienced an orgasm caused by the noises of menstruation cramps. Crazy, yes, but biology doesn't give a damn. What you believe it simply does. It's programmed to do, and in relation to the mind, if your mind is always wandering, there's an 85% probability that your feeling dissatisfied with your life is more than just a random statistic, which reflects inner discontent. But the worst part is about to come. Women are naturally attracted to males who pay attention, not the men who nod, while awaiting their opportunity to speak, but those who are detail-oriented without requiring reminders. In spite of what society claims, guys are drawn to physical contact on par with women, cuddling and sensing the warmth of a woman, that feeling of belonging. It's not only something she likes, is ingrained in our biology, but this is how it differs for men, it's usually about comfort, tranquility, and for women, grounding is about safety as well as assurance. And discussing, the majority of men who lack confidence speak in silence when uncertainty persists. Speaking, have you ever seen how the loudest, the men in the room, are always boasting about their wealth and position, or their alleged achievements, are often the weaker in contrast to the men who truly possess the ability to move? Silently, they don't have to demonstrate anything, as they are now something. Let's discuss heartbreak, since males, they suffer far more than they admit in these research. Demonstrate how males feel more after a split, more emotional suffering than women, which is why men are encouraged by society to push their feelings in order to proceed, such as nothing occurred, yet in actuality that pain persists and is more intense because men are instructed to suppress it, rather than women who process it, cry, vent, and receive assistance. From their male pals, they endure hardships. In Here's Some Rough Love in Silence. If you're liked by everyone and have a serious issue, consider males who attempt to please everyone, but nobody will be pleased. Why? Given that they lack a true identity, they adapt to blend in order to stay away from struggle to be everyone's good guy accepts. But the reality is that powerful guys, the more firmly you stand, the more you divide people, the more you are yourself, the more people will, the more people appreciate you, the more detest you, which is suddenly a good thing. A woman should have in mind this. Whoever has dated another man may have psychologists with a slightly distinct smile imply that it's present yet subtle. Perhaps there is a glimmer of guilt, or perhaps it's an unconscious indication that she is concealing something that doesn't require accusations. Simply need to watch, and if individuals who don't even realize you despise it, you interpret it as a sign that indicates you're supporting something that indicates what you're doing, something that weak men want. Strong men who receive validation gain respect, and the greatest retaliation in life, enormous success. Let's be clear about loyalty. Isn't demonstrated when someone stands in front of you, it's demonstrated while you're not present. Listen to what they're stating, that many individuals will be happy to. Your face appears to be supporting you, but as soon as you leave, they show who in reality their deeds are meaningless, if when nobody is around, they don't hold up. Observing, this expert advice will stop causing so much needless fuss. Most people don't genuinely overshare. Concern about your difficulties and are decent. Some of them are wishing in private to observe that the more you talk, the more you fail. Ammo, you provide them. Keep your circle tight, your plans quiet, and let your outcomes speak for themselves, and since let's deal with it in its unadulterated state. Something amusing, if a woman continues to, looking at your parcel, she's most likely pondering its size. Yes, that does occur. Contrary to popular belief, women are frequently merely as inquisitive as males, but they're more delicate about it, so there's no need to simply accept the compliment without over-analyzing it. Shift. Now, here's something that could make you. Thank you for your evening activities. A single romantic encounter burns a bit more, 100 calories or so, but this is where for guys, it becomes intriguing after a single orgasm. A day has been associated with a lower risk. That's accurate science on prostate cancer, genuinely supports what most males instantly recognize, that it's a win-win for enjoyment and well-being. But do not misunderstand. Not all pleasure is. There's a thin line between beneficial for you and addiction and indulgence in a world where inexpensive dopamine is widely available. Thus, most guys use social media for porn and unhealthy eating, seeking immediate satisfaction rather than genuine satisfaction. The men who discover how to regulate their impulsive behaviors, they are dominant in everything in life, okay? I have to. Are you aware of the most startling fact? As far as you've heard, please drop a "tell me which one blew" in the comments section below. Your thoughts the most, or even better, let's check out who is actually listening. Comment psychology is always truthful. If you're, let's flood the comments while you're still viewing. And observe the exact number of us that gaining new knowledge today. I'll be reading as many as I can and responding to them. Have you ever seen a woman wearing fresh perfume and cosmetics following a demanding day at... It's not always about feeling happy about your job or cleaning things up. it can be far more calculating than that. Perhaps she's concealing what you are unaware of, creating, yes, nobody is able to determine her whereabouts, or the truth about who she's been with is some women are experts in the game. They are adept at concealing things in plain sight. View. Additionally, if you're not listening, you might overlook the warning signs. So here's I need to talk about something. Honor those who inform you of the truth, even if it is painful for those they are prepared to share with you. What you must hear, rather than what you wish to hear, are those who genuinely care about everyone. Otherwise, they will sugarcoat things to maintain you're at ease, yet that's not the case. World, although the truth will be painful, release you now. Here's an amazing fact that will alter the way you view life. At least 3 romantic encounters per week can give you a 7-year younger appearance. Yes, you heard me mention how pricey romance with anti-aging lotions or therapies. It maintains your natural anti-aging trick. Your intellect is clear, your body is keen, and you're confident, so what's stopping you? It's not only about enjoyment, it's also about feeling and looking your best manifestation of yourself. And this is the harsh truth as you perceive it. The reality you'll see in the mirror is accept it if you examine yourself and consider, guess what? You'll stay. You're absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. But if you take the initiative, if you accept the grind and take responsibility for your confidence, you'll understand the strength of being authentically oneself. Being confident is more than just looking well. It's about having confidence in yourself. And that begins with being truthful with nobody else can provide you with you must be a good listener to receive affirmation and allow your ears to speak for you because your mouth. But that's a different matter entirely. You've spent enough time here to recognize that the more you speak, the more run the danger of revealing yourself, whether it's your insecurities, your shortcomings, or simply making a mistake with your words. The best men are those who are silent and powerful. Recognize that it's not necessarily about your words and the things you don't say that defines you, so talk less and listen more. Your statements will be taken more seriously when you pick them carefully. Let's now explore something that could make you take a closer look at women. Did you know, however, that women with greater breast size typically results with greater estrogen levels, which indicate their bodies are indicating a greater degree of fertility, and it's a factor that we are wired by nature to not merely what appears on the surface. Biology is involved here. Some even assert that a woman's breast size can provide hints regarding the dimensions of her bodily parts are amazing, don't you think? What you observe is really a tiny portion of here's another reality, and it's not pretty, but that's the way things are. Younger people naturally appeal to working men. Women's instincts are deeply ingrained in our evolutionary history. Compared to younger women in their prime, is typically more sensual in connect with their feminine side, and frequently more reserved, and that mystery is they are the kind of women who are magnetic, leaving you unsure of what's happening out of sight, and that my pal is the type of lady that may seize your focus, maintain it, and talk about age. This is a harsh fact that most won't let you know when a woman goes too far. Without romance, she might genuinely get older. Quicker may seem absurd, but science has the invoices when a female isn't participating. In a romantic, healthy life, her body begins to, as we age, our hormones begin to change, and everything becomes more sluggish. Fact that we don't discuss enough, but it's true, which is why continuing to be engaged in each and every aspect of your life, including your romantic life, is more than just enjoyment. The goal is to maintain everything operating at peak. Therefore, if you wish to get older, keep your game up and stay sharp with grace. Exactly. Don't forget the fundamentals. Your body is strong, your mind is acute, and you really don't interact well with ladies. Accept less in this world. The only strong survive, which begins with accepting the reality, no matter how harsh. Perhaps public speaking is the key. For most people, one dread is even greater, more terrible than death itself. Consider that for a moment. The notion of being in front of a large crowd, being examined, criticized, or even made fun of, is sufficient for the majority of males to enter a chilly sweat. But that's really what it is. Denotes the capacity to communicate with. One of the most potent things is confidence. When you give orders, a man can have weapons. A space where your voice matters, and when you demand respect with your words, automatically ascend over the population. And in this planet, that's the distinction between being invisible and being a valuable man. Observing, let's discuss something immediately. That transcends words even farther. I always wonder why there are so many men are attracted to women who have larger. Nevertheless, it's not merely a preference. It's your biology studies are built to demonstrate that a lower body with proper proportions indicates improved fertility and physical well-being, as well as subconsciously. Level males see that know of if you. Whether you know it or not, your brain is always looking for indications of vitality, health, and the possibility of robust children. You may believe it's simply concerning attraction, but fundamentally it's pure survival through evolution. But let's not understand that twisted romance is more than merely enjoyment. It's a way to communicate a bond that makes the relationship stronger between a couple in a committed relationship. Romance in a relationship fosters intimacy and trust, because, when done correctly, emotional depth. Beyond only being physical, it's a representation of authority, and even a powerful man is aware of dominance. Your self-management style in your bedroom frequently reflects how you take care of yourself in life. Weak men stutter. Strong guys pause and seek approbation. Women react to that energy in the lead ways that they don't even acknowledge. And this is something that most men keep in mind, that practically all women have cravings. Confirmation prior to intimacy. If you believe that omitting the praises is the romantic build-up or tease doesn't matter, you're completely mistaken. Women are there for adoration, admiration, and a sense of they are sought after, which is why the males who know how to get feelings from women desired not only in terms of appearance, but they are the ones that have always had the advantage, the covert command, the body and mind follow. So let's get forcing yourself on a single thing. The lowest and most shameful thing is a woman, a man's ability to respect a woman's dignity, and for her self-respect is crucial, and as soon as you break that, you're a weak, pitiful excuse man. For starters, genuine men are attractive and don't take. They exude confidence. The confidence and strength that make women desire to voluntarily submit. And when a woman selects you because she truly wants you, that's when you actually prevail, because a monarch will ultimately conclusion. How Stoicism aids males in mastering relationships and understanding women does not plead for allegiance with his appearance. At the end of the day, commands it. Comprehending women is not about dominance. The more you observe, the wiser you become. The more you understand that allure, human nature and psychology all follow patterns, and your power as a man derives from first conquering yourself. Stoicism instructs us to concentrate on the things that we can regulate: our ideas, behaviors and feelings, female relationships, and even how others perceive you. Those are outside variables. If you seek approval, you will always be dependent on other people. However, if you develop your mental power, your goal, you won't have to take these, because if you chase, you'll draw insights, make good use of them, and keep in mind, a true Stoic observes without reacting, recognizes and follows purpose, governs your thoughts, and everything else falls into place, and you have There are 29 startling psychological facts regarding some of these women truly make you notice. Trust, things are different, don't they? I have a lot more to discover if you must do this, if you thought it was intriguing. Watch the next 15 unexpected videos, facts about women's psychology that you didn't know. You may see it on your screen by clicking on "I'll meet you over there," okay? Additionally, remember to like this video. For more, please subscribe to our channel. Things like this that are eye-opening. Thanks for observing.